Hello there, and welcome to the GT3 Super Racing Championship Session 3 Race 2. I say Race 2 because my Twitch account got copyright struck. Don't know why during Race 1. So yeah, we'll figure that one out, and we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, so we're back here for Race 2. Let's just get straight into it. So yeah, we've got about an hour and sorry, hour? 1 hour of qualifying? No. We've got 1 minute and 50 of qualifying left. So you'll see that the winners from last race, that's Yilmaz Bileski, Heaton, Brophy, and Perkins. Are now down at the bottom because they're not participating in qualifying, because the top 5 don't get to participate in qualifying for race 2. To shake the order up a little bit. So at the moment we've got De Gaulle, Fielding, Regal, Koliev, Glover, Constable, Towers, Cavalcanti, Vernon, Refugio, Mustafa, who we are looking at right now. And this looks like, unless someone puts in an absolute blinder or a lap, this looks like it will be your race 2. As always, I'm Ben Leach on commentary, but not on Twitch currently. Wild, absolutely wild. So 16 seconds of quali left. We've got Aoife Glover up into 5th. Constable is in 6th. Towers in 7th. This looks like it's going to be a grid though for race 2. De Gaulle, Fielding, Regal, Koliev. Oh no, Koliev! Koliev coming in with a lap to put him into 2nd. So that's De Gaulle, Koliev, Fielding, Regal, Glover, Constable, Towers, Cavalcanti, Vernon, and Payne rounding out the top 10. So we will now go into race 2. Right, so we are just going to wait for qualifying to end. That'll be about 2 minutes, and we can get cracking with race 2 here at Laguna Seca. So yeah, race 1 was pretty intense. Some great battling up the front from Muna, Tim Heaton, and Peter Brophy, as well as General de Gaulle, and also Bileski as well, with a great kind of race to the finish there. Really put Yilmaz in a really kind of like pressured position there, which is quite interesting. Like, it was a really interesting final few corners there. But yeah, as we go into race 2 now, we shall see what happens. Hit drive, and we are back. Let's go to pulling everything in, and then making sure we've got the right settings and everything. We'll put our camera on Tim Regal, who's qualified 4th, and as we go for race 2. So race 2 will start in about 2.5 minutes. Worth mentioning today that our sponsor is B-Bomb. And B-Bomb are a twee punk band with members from Creative Assembly. So do check them out. You can get to them at bbomb.bandcamp.com. They've got a new EP out, and they will be playing the CA Summer Party. So make sure to step on by the stage and come see them in a week or two when the party kicks off. So yeah, let's see. Right, so we got about 2 minutes left, or 1 minute 45 until the race starts. So some predictions. De Gaulle has got a great position here to start to basically just drive away from everyone else. Kolyev as well. Let's see if Fielding and Regal and Glover and Constable and pretty much anyone right down, to be honest, could kind of keep up. It looks like yeah, we shall see some spicy overtakes further down the field, as all of the front runners from the previous race, that's Muna, Bolevsky, Heaton, Brophy and Perkins, will have to make their way through the field, and we shall see how that unfolds. Laguna Seca, of course, very unforgiving. They've got Corkscrew to worry about at all times, every single lap. The Corkscrew could just creep up on people. It's one of those things. But yeah, no, looking pretty good for race 2. So it'll basically just be all about who can get through the traffic, I think. We're looking at the track temperature. It's optimum at the moment, it says there at the top. So 22 degrees Celsius and the track is 27. There's no wind and it's very, very sunny. So we're going to be in for some great racing today as we go into race 2. Hopefully we can get the stream back from race 1 and broadcast them together, but we'll see. We'll see about that one. Alright, so as we start the formation drive towards the start-finish line, here we go. Race 2, we've got our camera on the Ferrari of Tim Regal. See Glover there, Towers, Constable. Constable needs to reform a little bit there. He's a bit out of shape there. In the wrong in the wrong time zone. We're in the wrong area code, wrong postcode. There you go. De Gaulle there, backing up the field a little bit, making sure everyone gets into the right place, keeping everyone next to each other, and we shall see if everyone gets away cleanly. Let's go up into the helicam just to see. Oh, what is this shambles of a grid? As they round the final corner, this will be the this will be it. Here we go. Look at all those cars. 21 cars in the race. And it's go for the second time here at Laguna Seca. It's Kolyev and De Gaulle up front, fielding there. Like Regal getting caught up in the traffic there. Like Glover, Constable, Cavalcanti also having a bit of a tussle there. Constable there going round the outside of Glover and then cutting back on the inside. But it looks like everyone seems to have settled into their places from like 1 to 4 at least, have settled into the places they were on the grid at. So pretty good there. Let's see. Towers not getting the best of it, down to 9th. Mustafa staying where he is in 10th. Costa being absolutely overtaken by Bolevsky, Heaton, and there's Yilmaz down there as well, trying to also get through. Costa pushed to the dirty side of the track, so you can see there Bolevsky, a bit of clean air now, but he's now got Donchev to push up on. Brophy not doing so well back there. But he's just got past Costa. Perkins, well, what happened to Perkins? He's down like 3 seconds away. There's Payne just getting past Glover. Glover now got a train on the back of Towers with Mustafa. Refugio. There's a massive cars. Payne gets pushed out wide. Towers now at the head of the train, chasing down Glover and Cavalcanti. Refugio coming in, oh, spicy there. Payne outbraking himself and going out wide. Bolevsky and Donchev managed to capitalise on that one. Payne keep going behind, dropping down to 15th behind Vernon. but it's even 16th behind Yilmaz. So that's a... Oh no! Who was that? That's Bolesky taking a spin there. We'll see if we can catch what happened there. So it looks like he came up behind Donchev. And then, oh no, he just lost it and slid into Donchev. I thought that Heaton might have tapped him, but no. Sorry, Tim. I shouldn't have judged you for a second. Right, let's take a look. We've got Refugio here in 10th, up behind Mustafa. They're going through the corkscrew now. Glover takes the corkscrew. Oh no! Having a bit of a spin there and dropping a whole bunch of places. This is absolute nightmare, but trying to rejoin the track safely. There we go. 19th place. Oh, that's got to sting. Right. Tim Regal there, holding his position in 4th place. He's dropped about 2 seconds behind Fielding now. Cavalcanti and Constable right up behind him. Oh no, sorry, Regal is right up behind Fielding. It's Fielding that is 2 seconds from Kolyev. And Kolyev is another 3 seconds from General de Gaulle. So, yes, this is your top 4 currently. General de Gaulle, Kolyev, Adam Fielding, and Tim Regal. Followed by Cavalcanti and Constable. And, yeah, Mustafa, 4 seconds down the road in 7th place with Refugio stacked up behind him. Vernon and Yilmaz, who has come off quite well there. What's happened to Heaton? He's gone down the order. Let's take a look at what happened here. See if we can get a... this is... I guess it happened a while back, so we didn't catch it. But Bolesky and Heaton both down the order. Glover now gaining places from Bolesky. Bolesky seems to have some sort of problem as Heaton's just cruised on by him. So yeah, let's see what's happened here. Constable having a bit of a tussle. Oh, Refugio spins and Constable's off into the gravel as well. Disaster as Towers goes by up into 8th place. Brophy now behind Constable. So out of the front runners, it looks like Mouna Yilmaz has done the best. He's up into 7th. Stacked up behind Pete Vernon at the moment. All the other front runners from last race, so Heaton, Bolesky, Perkins, are all fairly down the order. So we'll see how this develops as the race unfolds. We've still got 13 minutes left, so you know anything can happen. This is CA GT3 Super Championship after all. So, Brophy now, up behind Constable. Then it's a second back to Refugio. Then Balabanov. Perkins there, who's having a pretty good race cutting through the pack. Heaton there, 9 seconds behind Perkins now. With Bolesky and Costa there. Then you've got, behind Costa, you've got Donchev and Glover, who has fallen down the order again. I'm not sure what's happened to Eva Glover here, but maybe another spin has plagued that car. We'll see how it goes as the race progresses. Moving back up, we've got Pete Brophy here, stacked up behind Constable as they go down through the corkscrew. Refugio also stacked up behind Brophy and Balabanov there within... kind of checking distance as well, only a second away. Brophy now having a look at Constable and Refugio having a look at Brophy. So we've got some big moves going on here. You see Refugio getting on that rumble strip. I was talking to Constable before this race actually kicked off, and he was saying that the rumble strips in Laguna Seca are actually no joke. So definitely something for these drivers to worry about. Up into 4th place, we've got Regal, he's got Mustafa and Yilmaz stacked up behind him. And then behind Yilmaz is kind of is Peter Vernon. So pretty good race for Pete here so far. But yeah, Yilmaz trying to get in front of Mustafa. If he can get the best of Mustafa, then that'll give him some clean air to get onto the back of Tim Regal. Tim Regal 6 seconds down the road from Adam Fielding, who's 5 seconds down the road, or 4.5 seconds, no, 5 seconds down the road from Kolyev, who is 4.5 seconds down the road from General de Gaulle, who looks to be in with a good chance of winning this one if he keeps his cool. So absolutely close racing happening here. We've got Refugio. Constable taking a bit of a tumble. What's happened here? Let's take a look. So Constable, oh yeah, heading out wide there, allowing Brophy, Refugio, Balabanov and Perkins to head by. So that's a poor spot of luck there for Constable. Towers now up behind Constable as well. So teammates prevailing. And who's that on the grass there? Is that... No, there's Glover having a spin. Who was trying to figure out who was spinning there. Oh, is it Muna? It was Muna! Ah! Let's see if we can go back and take a look. No, I guess it's just not quick enough on the draw. But it looks like Muna's gone all the way down the order there. Unfortunate, as he was having such a great race up the front with Mustafa. So Tim Regal now only, it seems to have had something happen to him as well. Maybe something transpired while we weren't looking, and Vernon's gotten the best of everyone up into 4th place there for Pete Vernon. Tim Heaton sliding back down the order again. Oh, he's in the pits actually. Payne's still racing though, so something's happened to Tim. I'm not sure what exactly, but maybe he'll come out of the pits at some point. But Muna now getting the best of Towers, who seems to have had some problems again. Now up behind Bolesky. We've got a big train of cars here stacked up behind Balabanov. Or stacked up behind Perkins even. Perkins with Balabanov, then Constable, then Bolesky. Yilmaz and Towers all within like less than a second of each other. So really kicking off there. And then also... they're coming onto the back of Refugio as well, so there's plenty of places to gain in quite a short stretch of track. So we'll see how this progresses. Looks like our top 3 has remained the same. So General de Gaulle extending his lead to about 7 seconds now on Kolyev, who has extended his 2nd place against Fielding to 7 seconds. Pete Vernon there 6 seconds behind Fielding. Tim Regal 1.5 seconds, give or take, behind Pete Vernon. But no, this is the battle down here for 10th place. You got all 3 of the citrus cars there. I say the citrus cars. That's Yilmaz, Constable, Towers, because they're all the same team. So none of them in the points at the moment. Their constructor better be yelling at them down the radio to tell them to hurry up, because there's only 8 minutes of this race left. Yeah, we shall see. We shall see how this goes. Bolesky now only 0.5 of a second off the back of Perkins. We can assume that Perkins is going to try and drive defensively, but Bolesky very, very smooth, skilled driver. We can see there he goes, pulls out. He'll race him down the start-finish straight into turn 1. Perkins closing the door there. Let's see. Oh no, yeah, pushing out wide. Bolesky through. Perkins will try and come back at him, but that Lambo just too quick. So, let's look at the standings. We've got de Gaulle, who has just gone through the corkscrew there. Kolyev, who is just about to go through the corkscrew there. Fielding, who is driving up the road towards the corkscrew. Vernon, who is turning the corner to drive the road up to the corkscrew, with Tim Regal, who's also going to the corkscrew. Along with Mustafa, who, along with Brophy, is also going to the corkscrew. Refugio off to the corkscrew with him as well. And Bolesky up into 9th after getting the better of Matt Perkins. So all of these cars driving through that lovely set of corners that everyone hates. So, not really that many tight battles on the road right now. Tightest battle we've got is Manshahaya Glover for 17th place. So this is quite a close one. And then further up we've got Mustafa. Mustafa Brophy. Mustafa, oh, Thought I saw him disappear into the sand there, but no, obviously not. But Brophy, ooh, very smooth moves by Pete Brophy to get round and by. Up into 6th for Pete Brophy now. He'll be now chasing the back of Tim Regal, 7 seconds down the road. Bolesky there as well. Oh no, Brophy sliding back behind Mustafa. Bolesky there, muscling his way through. That's Yilmaz on the gravel there, pulling his way back up into 11th place. Brophy has dropped down a significant amount of places. Something definitely happening there to Pete Brophy. Matt Perkins back up into 9th. As Bolesky starting to pull away from Mustafa now and get onto the back of Tim Regal. We've got a bit of a battle here. It's Brophy, it's Yilmaz, it's Perkins. We've got about 5 minutes left of race 2, so we shall see how this transpires. Really close racing, all race across the field. That's what you get when you have 20 odd cars all racing together. So great stuff. Let's see if Tim Heaton made it out of the pits. Yeah, he did. There he is. But he's about 2 laps down, so to make the difference he's going to have to push hard in these next 5 minutes. So here is the train for 8th. The 8 train. Mustafa. Oh no, the 7 train. It's the train for 7th. So it's Mustafa from Perkins, from Brophy, from Yilmaz, from Constable. Oh no, Constable 4 seconds behind this train. But yeah, looking like Mustafa. Perkins is going to get the better of Mustafa there. Can Brophy also get the better of Mustafa? Getting on those rumble strips there. Brophy looks like he's got maybe a run into the corkscrew. Yeah, sends it through and makes it stick. Now Muna having a look as well. Let's see further up the field. Kolyev pulling up to De Gaulle here. There must be some trouble with the back markers maybe that De Gaulle's gotten into, that's allowed Kolyev to kind of capitalise maybe, and has pulled a good 5 seconds back from De Gaulle. Fielding though 9 seconds behind Kolyev. Pete Vernon there 2.2 seconds behind Fielding, so reeling him in slowly. Bolesky has, well, Tim Regal's had a bit of a tumble there. Oh no! Absolute disaster. Let's see if we can wind it back. So here's Regal. Yeah, it looks like he must have had a bit of a shunt somewhere, because that car don't look healthy. So, oh, Tim Regal back into the pits. Unfortunate race for him. Like, what has happened? Don't know. Anyway, moving up, we've got Brophy 10 seconds off the back of Bolesky, with Yilmaz pushing the back of Brophy now. Mustafa goes wide on the corkscrew. Constable there, kind of, they're all kind of there. Like, Perkins has dropped down the order now. He's battling with Constable and Towers. Towers has a bit of a spin. Well, both Towers and looks like Constable. Where is Constable? Oh, he's spinning around the corkscrew. What's he doing? Looks like a bit of a disastrous spin there for Constable, going down into 12th place. Towers there on the back of, or was on the back of Perkins, but it looks like maybe Towers and Constable may have had it coming together, and which is unfortunate because they're teammates, but we shall see. Pete Brophy now up into 6th place, with Yilmaz behind him, only 0.5 of a second. Vernon has gotten right onto the back of Fielding there, so this is the battle for 3rd place. So podium position here. See if Fielding can actually ward Vernon off, or whether Vernon can have a go. He's got a minute left of racing to try and make it stick, but we shall see. These are the two closest battles on the racetrack at the moment. See Brophy and Yilmaz absolutely gunning for it. They're on their way to the corkscrew. So fielding. Oh no, it's Kolyev! Kolyev has a spin! That's a spin down from second place all the way to third. No, to fifth. Sorry. Ah! Let's see if we can see that. Oh, it's too late. He must have just had a spin there, and it's these little mistakes. It can cost you, even if you're that far ahead. That means that De Gaulle now 16 seconds worth of lead there. He's pretty safe sitting there in first place. Fielding there in second, but he's still got Vernon there on the back of him. It looks like who's that in the barrier? It's that Man Shahaya in the barrier. He's a back marker, so down in 16th. So Vernon there up behind Fielding, with Bolesky actually up behind Vernon as well. So Bolesky looking to reel Vernon in and really go for him this final lap. De Gaulle is pretty much entering the final corner. Yeah, that's it. But let's watch this. So Bolesky having a real good go at Vernon, but Vernon, ooh, beautiful sweep on that corner, but no, he's lost it. Absolute tragedy for Vernon, losing it, but it looks like he's going to be able to recover and come home in fourth. De Gaulle there, finishing the race in first. Fielding, powering away, great race from him. That's a second place finish. Bolesky in third, absolutely stellar race, and a spin at the end. And there's Vernon in fourth after that spin. He managed to bring her home. And there's Kolyev in fifth after that spin. Tragedy from second place right down to fifth, but it's still a decent chunk of points. Brophy there coming over the line in sixth after a spirited drive. Good battle with Yilmaz there in seventh. Mustafa coming home in eighth, looks like. Ian Towers in ninth. Balabanov looks like he's going to bring it home. Oh no, Perkins bringing it home in 10th. Oh no, is it Perkins? Perkins in 10th? Yeah, Balabanov in 11th. Constable in 12th. And Kevin Costa in 13th. If he can bring it home. But yeah, we've had some great racing today here at Laguna Seca. We shall, let me just check to see where we shall be racing next time. If I can figure it out somehow, maybe. Can I figure it out? I don't know. Let's have a look. So, it looks like we shall be racing in Barcelona next week. So, heading to Spain, and yeah, it's going to be really, really good. So, yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone, here at Laguna Seca, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Hopefully, without any Twitch copyright strikes. What a disaster that was. Anyway, we'll figure that one out, and we'll be back to our regular scheduled program next week. So yes, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time at Barcelona.